everyone, this is Casey Simmons, one of the co-owners of a store named Stuff in Brookside. Sorry about that hesitation there, but a warning came up that said my connection was bad. So anyway, I think I'm on live. So I have my head stuck in a light box right now. That's why you have a weird echo also. We're going to go live for just a couple minutes because I showed some jewelry yesterday on a tray really quickly when we were talking about the Bath & Body sale that we're having for all the mixture product that's 30% off right now at the store. So I had some people last night that I ran into when I was out at an event for Nonprofit Connect for their luncheon coming up, their awards luncheon that's coming up in May, on May 10th. Sloan and my sister, business partner Sloan, and I are co-hosting that luncheon this year. And at that event, I had a couple people tell me that they were interested in seeing more about the jewelry that I passed by really quickly. So I thought I'd just do a quick video. I put the jewelry in the light box here so that you can get a better view of it to kind of help you see the real colors of the stones and everything. So this is brand new. It came in. We just checked it in yesterday. It's going to go in the cases today. It's new jewelry by Baubles by Katie, one of the artists who've been with us the longest of our business. God, Katie, you'd have to tell me how many years it's been, but I think we're going on 16, 17, I don't know, almost the whole time. We've been in business 20 years, so she's been here almost the entire time. Fantastic artist, has an amazing eye for composition. I always say she's a composition artist because she takes old vintage and antique finds and pieces, and then she takes natural stone and Swarovski crystal elements, all different elements, metal elements, everything, and then she even uses some artist-made beads and some artist-made chains and artist-made clasps in her work, and findings and all that. So she puts these compositions together that are amazing and completely unexpected. No one that I've ever seen does it quite like she does or as well as she does. We have other artists who do composition work, but it's very different. And so we love her work. So here we go. I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to talk about these pieces real quick. Okay, here we go. So there is the full shot of everything. And let's just zero in here. I left the price tags on. You know, one of the hardest things in our business is that we have to put these, what I think are ugly price tags, frankly, on everything. But obviously we have to do that so we can keep track. So this is a turquoise piece. It's a very simple bracelet. It's on the stretchy, so it does the stretchy here. What the nice thing about these is they mix well in with other jewelry you may be wearing, and you don't have the clasp in your way and all that catching on other pieces that you're wearing with it. Also, it helps keep the price down a little bit because the clasps can add a lot of cost to a piece. So this piece is $68. And it is natural turquoise. You can see it here. It's beautiful. All natural turquoise. Just a great piece to own. Turquoise never goes out of style, as we have found over the years. And we get a lot of requests for turquoise lately. It just always seems to be popular in the jewelry world. So that is a wonderful piece. And then this piece is, again, another piece. A little more finished stones, a little smoother. So they've been finished a little bit more. I'll pick it up here, give you a little close-up of the beads. They're gorgeous. This is a stretchy also, and it's the same price at $68. That's upside down to you, I realize. I read upside down. $68 also. So again, very reasonably priced, very affordable. Again, these are they're smoother. They've been polished a little bit. So really beautiful piece there. By the way, don't panic if you see a number that looks really big. Those are actually just our item numbers and how we keep track of all of this. So those are not prices. No, this is not $37,000. It's only $68. Okay, so we're going to move that over here to the side. Now, okay, and I'm going to apologize now that I could use a manicure, so nobody look at my nails, please. I'm gonna have to use my knuckles. Okay, just kidding. So this is another piece. This is where we really see her composition, coming into play here a lot more. When I talked about all those different finds that she does. So, you've got, vintage and crystal, and you've got this wonderful artist-made bead here that's set, that's been foil wrapped. You've got some Swarovski elements here, little wood discs in here, hard to see, I know. And again, we go around and we have some natural stone and we have some glass pieces. Pardon me. This wonderful box, this is called box construction bead. It's where they're hollow on the inside and they make a little box construction. Look at the beautiful filigree on that. Let me back off a little. Isn't that gorgeous? A wonderful little copper piece in here, another crystal. Again, it just goes around and around. She has these wonderful little finishing pieces, these little caps, bead caps. And then look at this fantastic chain. Look at the chain she uses here. And this is kind of a neat part of her story. So she lived in Kansas City, grew up in Kansas City, met us here in Kansas City and everything. And then she's got a nice little silver cross here. And for those of you who would not be comfortable with the cross, that is a piece that we can pull off. And that's why she puts it here, so it can be optional if you want it to be. Crystal, and then this is her little signature. Look at this, her little signature heart. Isn't that darling? See if I can get a better shot of it. Ooh, looky there, Baubles. And then look at this fantastic clasp. Okay, so let me back up. So the chain. So Katie was in Kansas City, and we met her. She's fantastic. We love her. She does amazing work. And then she got married and started a family and ended up having to move to Atlanta because of her husband's job opportunities. She has fallen in love with Atlanta. She has lots of friends down there now, but her heart's always in Kansas City. Anyway, because she moved to Atlanta, she met artists who make limited edition chain elements, chain clasps, and things like that. And she met them in Atlanta. So her work took a natural evolution with these new elements being added in now, and you can see them in her earrings and other things as we get to them. So what we love is that individual artists, there's always a natural evolution in their work. It tends to be from personal circumstances. In this case, it was a geographic move for Katie that changed the direction of her work a little bit. So we love those pieces. I think these are just, like, look at the texture in this. Isn't this, I love, it's outstanding, just outstanding. Really brings a nice element into the piece. Okay, so now we're gonna move on. This is another turquoise piece here. Variation of size, texture, color. Wonderful pieces. Some are more polished than others. Some are more raw. What a great combination, juxtaposition of the different stones available in the turquoise world. This one does have an artist-made clasp. Look at that wonderful twig molded clasp. Isn't that neat? And this piece goes up a little bit in price. Again, like I said, with the clasp will be a little bit more. And that one's $86. Again, super affordable. A lot of bang for your buck is what we say around here. And let me go back. I forgot to tell you the price of this piece, and I apologize. That one's $135. So $135 for this piece with all the different elements. Okay, so those are the ones we've looked at. Now we're going to keep moving on. Let's pull this one into the forefront. This piece is, now we're mixing some turquoise and some faceted pieces here. Do you see these? And look at that great iridized quality. So that, you know, so we've got a big crystal chunk here. And then this is a box construction. Even though it's round, it's still box construction because it's hollow inside. And it's got that wonderful patterning. You guys are getting a peek at my ring every so often too. And then she has these neat charm. This is kind of, you know, she does this a lot. We love these little extras here. Let me get it figured out. Okay, so her signature heart with her baubles written on the other side. And then that wonderful iridized quality and charm pieces. And again, another artist clasp, and it's that twig style, but a different. They're all one of a kind, so they all end up being slightly different. That wonderful, look at this wonderful clasp. Ooh, hello, sorry. Trying to give you guys camera vertigo here. And this one is $86. Also, so another great price. It kind of goes in the price combo as this one. And also, I just want to show you guys here how neat her pieces kind of look stacked also. We have customers who will buy multiple pieces and mix them together. And even, let's look at this real quick. This is kind of fun. So this piece we looked at, fabulous standalone piece, statement piece, wonderful. But you could easily throw it on with this wonderful turquoise here, and look what you get. This fantastic combination. And just changes it. This maybe dresses up a little bit more. This makes it a little more everyday wear, more casual, maybe more jeans, white shirt, beautiful scarf, you know, that kind of look or whatever. So again, you can mix and match stacking jewelry. is something I've always done, and it's become very popular now, which I'm thrilled by. I get stopped a lot and asked about how I layer my work, and so we've been talking a lot about layering. Okay, so we have another piece here. It's another combination piece. It's just got different elements. Look at these wonderful little flake pearl. And they kind of actually do look like she took cornflakes and pearlized them, but they're actually pearl. They're nat. So when you see pearls that are not round, they're natural pearl, meaning they have not been manipulated to grow perfectly. So they are allowed just to be natural. So we love all the natural pearl. Another wonderful crystal pieces in here. Another wonderful hollow bead. This one's not box construction. This is just a hollow bead. Oh wait, maybe it is, because it does have a seam. So yeah, that would be box construction again. Again, the hang off, wonderful pieces here. Again, if you're not Christian faith based, that could easily be switched out. So we have that. We have a saying at Stuff is the artist made it for someone, we just don't know who. So sometimes we have to personalize a piece to another person's personality, or resize it. There are no charges for resizing pieces either. So if it needs to be smaller or larger. If we go down in size, what we usually do, what usually happens on a piece like this, for example, is those elements would then turn into extra charms here. So you would retain all of your elements. If we have to go larger, again, it goes back to the artist, and she would just find some additional beads to have it make larger. And we don't charge for that. So please know that that's not an issue if you're worried about the sizing of a piece. So this is a fun piece. Now she's introduced some color and some really fun vintage finds. You know, these are going to be vintage beads, and you know, some vintage finds. You've got some hollow construction metal bead work here. Look at that, and that wonderful. Look at this great combination. Some bling, a little bit of splash. This wonderful metal vintage. This is all metal vintage. This will be an artist made bead. This will actually be a ceramic art original. Isn't that neat? Just love it. It almost looks like it has eyeballs there. And then look at this fun clasp. It's patinaed. Isn't that neat? Oh my gosh, I love that. That is really cool. So the filigree there and all that is just really nice. And that piece runs $135. So we have that. Okay, so we're ending up with this beautiful pile of jewelry. Okay, one more bracelet, then we're gonna do a few earrings. So this is another asymmetrical. You've got your more gray faceted piece here, still with the iridized. And look at this wonderful Celtic metal, Celtic inspired metal work. And that is actually, see, it's box construction again. It's actually got a hollow, so it's two-sided, but it's not flat. It's kind of, it's hard to see. Do you see, can you see that? How it bows out a little bit. Turquoise, and then you've got these wonderful stripe pieces. The straight, the layers of the stone in the earth when they mine it actually create that. So, okay. And then we have another one of those hand-poured, handmade, twig-inspired, twig molded. So they actually take some natural elements and they make a mold that they then pour to make these wonderful things. So that's actually poured, it's actually created off of some real organic twig pieces. And then wonderful charm here again, that wonderful little signature charm of hers, and her little Baubles heart, of course. Wait, the signature, her signature. Bing. And that piece is $135. Okay, all right, let's talk about earrings for a minute. So earrings, but look, okay, so these, look at this, look at that. They're like little miniature fringe, but it's chain. Can you see that? Look at that. Oh, I love it. And it feels so cool. Like, I just love it. So when you're actually wearing them, because unlike our displays, which hold pretty still, when you're moving around, that's all going to be really playful and wonderful. And then you've got these, they look like rope, but they're actually metal rope. Okay, let me see that metal roping in the top bead. Look at that. And it's got the mixed metal, which is very fashionable, and It's become the norm is to mix your metals, your silvers, your golds, your coppers, all that. And these are $47. So one of a kind. There's no two pair alike. Look. Her whole collection's like this. These are just the new ones that just came in. So look here. These metal chain, this is a chain element here that she then cuts into pieces and makes into the earring tops. It almost looks industrial, but it's just so neat. I mean, like, I love the look of that. And then look at this natural turquoise. These would look great with one of those turquoise bracelets, like the little stretchy here. Let's put it here. Look how great those would look together. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, 58 for those. I'm giving you guys prices also, not just so you can come to the store, but if you want to buy anything ever by using messaging, what we can do is you message us what you're interested in, private message us, and we will get back to you and give you your grand total and all that, and then we can call you to get your credit card for security reasons or send you a secure invoice if you need us to do that. We like to call because we really just want to talk to you and chit chat a little bit. Okay, so drop earrings. There's two pair here, one in this fantastic blue turquoise color. That's just to die for, one of my favorite colors. These are both $47 in case you didn't catch that. These have the extra element of the little bit of Swarovski cage bead. It's called, we call it a cage bead because it's actually hollow. Let me get a larger one here so you can see. Do you see that? See how it's like a cage open on that bead right there? That's the same, but in much smaller miniature here. These are solid, they're faceted, beautiful. Those cream would look really great with one of these bracelets maybe. Look at that, wouldn't that look outstanding on you? Mm-hmm. There would be your earrings and there would be your bracelet. So yeah, fun. Now look at these. These are wonderful. So mesh metal elements. Look at the mesh in that. That beautiful gold with the mesh. Those organic images. And up here, the more industrial looking. And then mixed with that. And then the mixed metal colors. Just really interesting. Very neutral, so you could wear it with anything. But fascinating. These are always conversation pieces. 58 for those. I will warn you, if you don't want strangers to tell you how fantastic your earrings are, you may not want to buy Baubles earrings because they will walk right up to you and say these things to you, which feels pretty good actually. Okay, here's two pair together. I put them together because I feel like they're super nature inspired. These have the twig impression, but hanging this direction to me, it reminds me of roots or even coral. So very, very organic. It's got those wonderful faceted beads we saw on the bracelets and a little touch of turquoise and then her little hand metal work. And here you can see her hand metal work. She makes her own little connectors. Some mixed metal look there also. And then these with the honeycomb. I mean, how precious are those? Look at this darling honeycomb metal. And they're not just, they're actually textured. Okay, oh my goodness. Look at how they're textured. They're not just, look at that. I love that. So, and then look at these wonderful trumpet. They're even hollow. Like they're hard. They're metal. They're hard. They're so neat. And I love that matte, gold matte finish. So pretty. And again, coordinating pieces. These would of course go with any of the turquoise pieces. Like so, any of these would look great with those, right? No doubt. And some of these even have, where's that one? Oh, here it is. This one even has that element in it. See that little bead there? So whole stack of coordinating bracelet possibilities here. And then here, of course, you pick up that honeycomb color. And look at that. I mean, this color is in this. And it's just in that mixed metal look and everything. So we have a couple there that would coordinate well with those. Yeah, so you couldn't go wrong. I mean, that's the nice thing is almost everything in this collection, let's move these back together, would go well with any of the bracelets we've shown. And by the way, guys, we have a massive, I call it massive, we have a huge collection of Katie's work all the time. These are just new pieces we're adding to the collection. So this is not by far all of it. I mean, whew, let me tell you. we've got chalked pack cases. All right, so if you guys are happy, I am happy. I hope we're happy. So I'm gonna turn it back around. Okay, my glasses are sliding off. So that was your jewelry preview, first pick, in more detail, live video for today. But you guys, please message us for what you'd like to be seen on these live videos. People are coming by and telling us. People are, have responded to some emails we've sent out. But what we'd really like is if you would either comment or send us a message. A comment below this video would be fantastic on other things you'd like us to feature in more detail on the live videos. We need to hear from you so we know what you would like to be seeing, to be learning more about, and to be experiencing through live video. So have a fantastic day. It's sunny outside again, so it's vitamin D day. Go get some vitamin D, walk around. It's near lunchtime, so whatever you do for lunch, make sure you take a little walk around the block, get your steps in, and we'll keep coming back and bringing you more fantastic products because they just keep rolling in every day. And if you're not on our email list, you want to get on because we have a surprise rolling out tomorrow. And so I will be talking about that again soon on live video, but really get on the email list so that you don't miss those because they really they go out first. Email is what I call our VIP list. We always try to get things out for email. Social media will sometimes be right before, but mainly we really want to treat our customers who are nice enough to share their name and information on our email list by making sure they get the special treats first and in a timely manner. So we love you all, and we'll see you soon. And thank you for being our customers and our followers. And say hello next time you're in the store. All right, thanks. Bye.